Hey, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, then welcome. My name is Maddie, and today I'll be watching Season 3, Episode 6 of Fruits Basket. Okay, like all the episodes, I'm always looking forward to them, but this one, man, I've been anticipating. It's going to cover Kyoru pretty much exclusively, which they're my favorite part about this series, so that's why I've been anticipating it. It has the sheet scene in it, which is when both Kyo and Toru hug between the sheet. It's such like an iconic panel from the manga, and it's one of my favorite panels. So I'm looking forward to seeing that scene in full in the anime, and it's happening, and I'm pretty sure this is also going to be an emotional one. So I don't know exactly how I'll react. We'll just see. But I don't want to wait any longer, because I'm so excited. I've been waiting for this all day. It's been torture having to wait all day to watch this, so we're gonna get right on it. But before we go, as always, I feel like I always need to say this, but I'm sorry about any of the noise you hear out there. My Fruits Basket reactions always suffer for this because I have to film it like at this time every single episode, because I can't wait any longer because of my excitement, but also because I want to talk about it on Instagram as soon as I can, which means I need to watch it now. And I also need to edit it really quick to get it up the next day. So this is like the only time I can film, and it's when they're the loudest. I'm like, I love my family, but y'all, you have the worst timing. You know what I need to do? I need to get soundproof like foam that you put on your walls. That would be very worth it. I need to figure out how to do that because yeah, kind of sucks. Anyway, let's just get right on it. I feel like we made it. I'm so excited. It's gonna be awesome. Look at her short hair. Rest in peace, long hair. Like I said, I love her long hair. Oh, Haru being so supportive, at least in his thoughts.
I suppose it must lift your spirits. A friend visiting.
Did you say a friend?
They get along so
I like how
well.
they looked right there.
Violence, maybe. Will she be staying here to recuperate then? For a while. She prefers it to the hospital or the main estate.
Yeah.
She was locked up by
It's nice to see her up and walking.
Rain doesn't want us to tell Honda what happened. And the thought of having anything
Oh, that makes sense.
fine as her. Me too.
I'm gonna turn it up. We don't block out any noise out there.
Okay. Awful. Poor girl. Can you tell me Hatsuharu where Isuzu was being held? The cat's room.
Yeah,
The same cage
it makes it even worse.
that's meant to hold Kyo soon.
It's like they're starting to think about that now because it's coming.
Don't know for sure, but I get the feeling Master's gonna
He has a new shirt on. I like so easily notice when he has a change of outfit.
He lives for you, Q.
I'm not worried about it at all, so quit saying weird
Oh,
stuff.
that's cute. Well, she's
But
not
to be
wrong.
honest, I think her staying there is actually a good idea. With someone else around the place, he's less likely to get lonely. So,
Oh man, there's so much, such a sad undertone to that. I hate it.
Could I come with you to the gravesite?
Of course, I would love to.
That's right. We've come full circle. It's time to visit the grave again.
sorry.
Grave, I mean. It's coming. So that means sad stuff is coming. He said he can't go, right? So I talk the most during my Fruits Basket reactions, so I never catch anything.
Not only did your search for
Like,
Wicked
come on,
occur,
shut up.
you wound up in trouble as well. You acted recklessly and paid the price.
I talked to Ren. She said that she would tell me how it could be done. She promised.
You shouldn't have fallen for it.
She lied to you. Ren has no idea how to break it.
Oh, I forgot he actually told her.
She was using you.
She don't know.
Another pawn in her feud
That makes
with
it even
Akito.
worse. Why do you have to tell her? She could have gone on with not knowing that.
I don't blame you for being less than willing to trust me. I promise I know Ren much better than you do.
Yeah, he does. He knows her a lot.
Very good.
He knows her pretty
The
well.
thing is, the Zodiac curse is going to break. On its own, without help. It will break. No need to work yourself to death over it. Things are already
He just laid it right out there. It's like, how do you know, though?
Ties have begun to fray. Eventually,
I mean, but
all
he
of us
can see what's happening, like, can see it getting weaker, so
generation invited
that
to
makes
the final
sense.
banquet.
What? Don't just make stuff up.
What do you mean? Eventually.
Oh, shoot, girl.
How long is that? When will it finally happen? Years from now? Decades? That's not good enough.
You're right. We need it, like, yesterday.
Kyo will...
That's right, girl.
Wait, Shigure,
Oh.
all this time, did you know it would break?
You give me too much credit.
I mean, he doesn't know, but...
I simply had a feeling that we might be nearing the end. Apparently, this is the first time the whole Zodiac has been alive at once.
That too, I forgot about that.
Such a momentous occurrence. The attendants were positively thrilled. But I came up with my own theory.
Oh, he knew
It's all
from, like,
about
a
the
young
banquet,
age.
remember? What if everyone's attending because this is the last one? Would you like further proof? Take a look at good old Kurino. His curse broke without him even trying.
What? So
Wait.
you mean he...
Shall I spell it out further for you?
What? Did Reed ever know that? I don't remember that at
One
all.
of us anymore.
Huh.
And his thinking aligns with
I don't
mine.
remember him
He says
telling
he
her
also
that.
believes the end is drawing near. One change follows another.
Okay.
Before you know it, it all comes tumbling down. Of course, as things stand, Kyo will still be locked up. Oh yes.
Okay, and this is different.
Every member of the Zodiac knows just what will happen to him. And in the not too
It's
distant
okay. I like how they're doing this because, like, during this scene right here, after Toru heard and she told them like it has to happen before spring, she ran off, and then Shigure met up with her, and Rin wasn't in the picture at all. But yeah, Shigure met up with her, like caught up to her and told her all that he's telling her right now. But instead of her running off, they had him tell her all of it right here with Rin still there. So that is really different, and I think they might just be doing that just to like condense time, but it works, I guess. It just like Rin was never in the picture there, so she's also hearing all this. That's why I didn't even remember, or if it even ever happened in the manga that she was told that Kurino's curse broke. So this is all really interesting how this is done. I guess it works though, and it is a way to like condense time because they're not in two separate places. So all right, that took me off guard.
won't do or say anything.
It works, I guess.
Why not?
Because he's serving his purpose as the cat.
Yeah, that's why he doesn't even try.
Members are monsters. So it's a relief to know there's someone more monstrous out there. Thank God, we think. At least I'm not like him. The cat is a gift to the rest of us.
It's like the first time Toru's seen just how cold Shigure is. I think
He
he's
may not have realized,
he's
but
also
Kyo-
saying all this to push her in the right direction, you know.
The cat's burden will end too, sooner or later. It's not that I believe Kurino's story without question, but it matches what my gut tells me. However, you said eventually isn't good enough. Are you hoping to save him?
Yep,
Love?
it's all true. And now she runs off. But like, yeah, that's so different. I think it's something everyone can tell.
That's most precious to you. Tell me.
Yes, it's all coming together.
I should have
Finally.
said my mom without even thinking, but I couldn't.
You would have thought.
What came to mind instead was why.
She thought and she didn't even say it.
That day, I made a promise and I meant it.
Toto, dear, you ready to go? Anything else to pack?
It was like I could feel her disappearing. She'd been there so recently, bright and alive.
It's not like they can't both be
Smile,
special.
that smile of hers, warm
Like,
and
of course
comforting.
they can. They both have
But that too,
They will have a place in your heart, girl.
Kyoko, dear, it's time to go.
So I swore to myself, no matter what happened, no matter how much time passed, I would always put Mom first in my heart.
But it's like, would her mom even want that? To like be so focused on her when she's dead? Like, I think her mom would want her to move on. For sure.
Promise we made. Always together. I had to believe. Because if I didn't, I knew I would collapse. And
now she is.
She's going again. Someplace far away. It feels so wrong, but...
Oh man,
Toru?
it's so heartbreaking. I was preparing myself
What's
for
wrong?
this.
Why are you crying?
because
When is she ever not crying? Especially in front of him. She always cries in front of him.
I'm lost.
Well, in that case, just don't do anything. Give yourself time. Wait until you have to do
Yes.
something. Then act.
He always says the
And,
right things for her, yes.
Well, it's okay, you know. You can cry.
Yeah, he's used to it now.
I'm sorry.
It's like, it's fine.
I'm sorry. I know it's selfish. I want to stay here. Just a little longer. Because eventually I really will have to do something. And when that time comes, I think I know what I'll let go of.
Aw, man. I like want to tell her, you don't have to let go. You can love both. But it's like, it's the trauma that makes that
I remember
affects her thinking. I understand.
Toru's...
That's right. I'm Kyoko's
He's back.
Toru's grandfather. She's been living at your place for some time now.
I don't mean to be rude.
And that black
But why
shirt
are
is
you
back
sitting
as
here?
well.
It's quite all right.
I've been looking forward to
I
that.
was walking along, and wouldn't you know it, I strained my back again.
Huh? Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I'm just waiting for my ride.
Such a concerned boy.
I suppose you came out here to pay your respects to Kyoko as
That's
well.
still good he still
Thank you
went.
for that.
Even if it wasn't with Toru and the
Kyoko,
others.
I mean, Toru is doing well these days, I hope.
Hey, do you always call her Kyoko?
Hmm? Yes, I do.
You don't think that's a little messed up?
Yes, perhaps. But you see, I wanted to keep her alive. There had to be some way
It's a good
to tie
reason.
them together. Some sort of reminder or proof I could offer that Kyoko really had existed, even if she was gone now.
And I think he also does that for Toru's
I
sake.
feared Toru would break in a way that could never be mended.
Yeah, I was right.
I'm curious, young man. Do you have any idea why my granddaughter talks the way she does?
Oh yeah,
No,
getting
I
into
don't.
that.
She's
It's a
imitating
sad
Katsuya.
story.
That's her father. Started doing it when she was still a little girl. It was after his funeral. Some nasty relatives had said nasty things. She doesn't look a bit like Katsuya, they said. Are we even
That's
sure
so
she's
terrible.
his? Such a child won't be of any comfort at all. What a pity. Young as she was, maybe they thought they could say whatever they wanted because she wouldn't understand.
And
How
she did.
stupid of them.
It's so dumb.
Children absolutely understand. They know contempt.
I love this part. Like, it's sad, but like he can relate as well because his dad also said terrible things to him and he always remembered it.
She's just pretending about
They
it.
hate it,
I hope I'm not intruding.
but it's like something that helps them further understand each other.
Yes. I was on my way home from visiting my mom's.
You're welcome to head up to her room.
This cockroach is hiding. Oh yeah, oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, this part, I love how they're including this part in this episode. Even though it doesn't come till
Bite.
several chapters later, I think it's genius.
I think I can see her after everything.
I'll get into that
Figure
later.
out how to move on. I know that'll show on my face. I'll feel like she's the winner and I'm the loser. Understanding that about myself is the worst part of
I think that poor Dora's a loser.
That does sound awfully complicated.
If she just get together with you already, I can at least be resigned to it.
What do you
I
think?
understand her
Does she look
frustration.
cute?
Yeah, why wouldn't she love him? They're like the stupidest things ever.
Casima's poor house.
Everybody roots for her.
Like, how is she that powerful?
It would make you happy.
That was insane.
I hope she loves Kyo for the right reasons. For the person he is.
Of course. He has nothing to worry about.
Not just out of compassion or pity.
So, any special reason you're here?
Well, I felt
Okay,
bad.
low-key, yeah, I am not looking forward to this part, because it's going to be
It's been
intense.
several days now.
Oh, man.
Ralph didn't bother me, but why Kyo, of all people? I mean, he's the cat.
Because he's amazing.
Well, he may not have known this, but the previous cat had a companion. The woman in charge of looking after him. She conceived his child, stayed with him till his death. One day, someone asked her, "How could you devote so many years of your life to a creature like the cat?"
Poor thing. I couldn't help but feel sorry for him.
It's a horrible reason to ever
Perhaps
be with
that
someone.
sentiment is a laudable one.
It's not right.
And perhaps my grandfather was happier than he would have been spending his days alone. But still,
Yeah, you can see how he would be worried about Toru's actual feelings. But, like I said, he has nothing to worry about. It's genuine.
It sounds noble, saying I want to protect the Zodiac members, free them from the curse. But those are just excuses. I'm hiding from my true feelings, tricking
Oh,
you
man.
like a coward. The truth is, I put Mom first in my heart before. But now, what I want is him. I want Kyo. I
Oh,
can't let him be taken from me. Not by the curse.
he's so
Or the
special.
Somas,
I relate,
or
girl,
anyone else.
so much, because I
Because
love
more
him
than
too.
anything, he's what's precious to me.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't looking forward to that.
Idiot! You should be telling him.
Hey, she didn't pass out, though. In the manga, Kagura completely knocked her out.
And Kyoko was withering before her eyes.
Then he went someplace far away, right? What about Mommy? Is she going to go there too?
Oh,
She's
man.
sick, and she won't talk to me.
That was a hard
Is there
period.
something I don't look like Daddy? If I start acting just like him, will she get better? Will she stay with me?
Not long after, there was a time.
And it's like, even after Kyoko died, she still talked and acted like her dad. I guess because she got so used to it.
It started then.
Little baby. Baby Kyo.
She sounded like him.
She never finished that sentence, but I think I finally know how it would have ended. One time, Kyoko had to stay out all night for work. Toru was home by herself, so I thought I'd sneak over.
Oh yeah, we're back to this.
Toru I saw that night, sitting all alone. Is that who Toru really is?
I think it is now.
Even
I
now,
can't imagine her not
is she still?
having that personality, even if she got that from her dad. Or like
Oh,
obtained it from
I
him.
didn't realize you were home.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah.
Best part.
I mean, I heard that it was supposed to rain this evening. But I guess there was nothing to worry about.
Hey, I was just wondering, what did your dad look like?
Oh,
Don't
it's a
remember well, but
touchy
did you
subject.
resemble him at all?
Because she kind of doesn't like him. Well, she used to not.
I don't. Not in the way I look. Oh, but you know, there's one thing. People say my way of speaking is a lot like his. Even my mom thought so. She told me that.
Oh, you can see it in her eyes, like she's about to break down.
Yeah. Well, that probably
Oh,
happened.
it's such a like sad touch. Like her eyes are shaking. Oh my god. Stop it.
I'm actually nothing like him. I started imitating him so I wouldn't seem so different. It's awful, but the truth is, in my head, I made my dad the bad guy. He wasn't, of course, not at all. I remember his kindness.
Yeah, he
and
was
the
great.
presents he would give me.
Please
I really do remember them.
just like Don't bring any controversy into this, please. Like, no one, please.
Might take
Like, it's a sweet moment.
some way to make her notice me,
Yeah.
so she wouldn't leave and go to him.
Oh, man.
I wanted to keep her
I
alive.
hate it.
I couldn't bear to be left behind. I'd do anything to feel safe, to keep the person I love from being taken from me. So I did it. I pinned the blame on my dad because
I hate
it
how
made it
she's been
easier.
crying this entire episode.
That's how selfish I am. I'd break any promise for my own sake. I'm horrible.
Mm-mm.
It was so foolish. She must have thought hard about it. She didn't want her mom to go and leave her behind, so she needed to figure something out. She chased the image of her father in her memories. And the answer she came up
And she
with
was so little to go through all this.
Welcome home. I'm glad you're back. Did you enjoy yourself? I'm glad to hear it.
It was off the mark and totally absurd, but it was what she had. It was so foolish, watching her stubbornly keep at it. Watching her do her best to hide her loneliness. Seeing her torture herself like
She
that.
don't have to be lonely anymore. She has you.
It was so foolish. And it made my heart ache.
It's so precious. It just so gently grabs her. Oh.
And guess the reason why. But I'm also sure that it helped her. That it gave her
Oh,
strength.
for sure.
I hope that's true.
It is. Believe it.
I'm sorry. It must sound so pathetic. I
It's
shouldn't
fine.
say.
Say it. Whatever you need. You won't disappoint me.
Yes. Oh. Oh. And
I refuse to apologize.
he did change.
Who would I be to protect this?
You're the only one who did anything.
Oh man, I'm on the verge of tears, but I'm not gonna let them out. We're gonna stay put together, but I can like, oh, I can feel myself getting choked up. Like feels tight right here. I'm all right.
Right, it's settled. I'll leave it to her.
Give me a break. It's so annoying when you get like this.
Stop complaining and happy.
Oh, she's gonna show him the picture. Yeah.
Father,
So, you do have a photo of him. I kind of figured.
This is the first time we're gonna see his face.
you should be telling him.
If they're gonna show it.
What's wrong?
She still can't let go quite yet. That was eerie. Oh boy. Oh no.
I walked it away, but
Is this how we're leaving off?
To forgive you.
Huh. This is all very interesting.
Your face.
This,
Alright.
alright.
You.
They're making this even worse.
You.
Huh.
To forgive you.
Oh my god, what? It's, oh my god. Like my heart is literally pounding. What was that? Oh my god. Okay, the reason I'm so shook is because that whole ending part in there was never in the manga whatsoever during that scene. So that's why it took me off guard like so much. That's why I'm so shook. My heart is literally pounding because I'm like, I didn't expect that, and that was brutal. Oh my god, he looked so scared, poor thing. So, oh my god. Oh, that was sad. My poor baby. I'm gonna cry. Yeah, that was totally original right there. His reaction after she showed him the picture, that wasn't in there at all. But I really like it because during this part, you know, when Toru's just telling him about her dad and mom, and it's going to bring back those memories. And we haven't further gotten into Kyo's role in Kyoko's death. It will be coming, but this shows a little glimpse of it right there. That was, wow, oh my gosh. I don't care what anyone says. There's so many people I've heard already who are saying the pacing of this episode was really rushed. I don't even care. This episode was fantastic. The way they handled this and the original content they put in made it so much better. If it was rushed, even though I don't feel like it was still great. This was amazing. They made it like even better than it was in the manga. I am shook right now. It was so well done. Oh my god, I cannot wait to watch it again, although it made me emotional. like I was saying, I literally felt my chest starting to tighten up. Because I'm like, I'm about to cry, but we're gonna hold it together. But I can guarantee you I probably will cry when I rewatch this, because that always happens. But man, this episode was so good. I'm so happy with it. So I already know what the next episode is going to be about, because someone told me, so I can't really react much to it, but I forget what the episode title is.
That's right.
Okay, yeah. So it'll involve Akito and Ren. I don't know what other content or chapters are going to be put in there, but I do know it will involve Akito and Ren, and we'll go further into Akito's box that has to do with her father, so we'll see that. So I know that'll be in there, but I don't know what else will. I can't remember what the rest of that chapter contains, so we'll just see about that. But let's talk about this one. This is by far my favorite episode of the season. So far, I'm sure, well, I'm pretty positive there'll be episodes I love more, because good stuff is coming, but this one was great because it just focuses on Kyo and Toru, and they're my favorite relationship, and they're my favorite ship and all that. It's really nice to see Toru start to realize her feelings. She realizes her feelings for Kyo now, but she's afraid still to come to terms with them like fully, because she wants to hold on to her mom being the most important person in her life, and so she's trying to push Kyo away from being the most important person to her, because she feels like she owes it to her mom to have her as the most important person in her life, which is understandable, even though I'm like, they can both be important to you. And like I was also saying, I think her mom would have been heartbroken to see Toru hold on to her being the most important person to her, because that would mean Toru can't move on and she can't find love and find someone else to rely on who is still on this earth. So I feel like she'd be really sad if she knew that. So I'm like, girl, your mom would want you to move on and find someone else to love who can physically be there for you. I'm pretty sure her mom would have wanted that. But Toru's still having issues from moving on from her mom, which she's been traumatized by her mom's death, so it makes sense. I feel terrible for her, and it was also so sad to see her cry throughout this whole episode. Like, she's going through a lot right now. One of the scenes that I think was handled in a very interesting way is the one where Kagura slaps Toru. In the manga, that scene is a lot more dramatized. When Kagura slaps her, she flat out passes out. It knocks her out. And then, unfortunately, this was cut, which is sad, but you know, scenes are going to be cut, and I understand why they had to cut this. But after she passed out, Kyo came to Kazuma's house to come pick her up and walk her home, and there was this cute scene where she was waking up and she wakes up to him smiling down at her, and he's like, "Are you okay?" and all that. But I understand why they had to cut that part. But yeah, that was a cute scene. So yeah, that scene was really condensed down. I think there were a lot of scenes that were condensed due to time restrictions, but they still worked out really well. I think it was really handled well how Shigure explained Kyo's role in the curse to Toru, in the same scene where she tells him and Rin that the curse has to break before spring, because Kyo's curse needs to break or else he's going to be locked up forever. And those two conversations happened in the same scene. I think that worked out really well. It was just kind of like, it took me by surprise that Rin was hearing all of that as well. So she was also there for that conversation. But it still really worked. And also, the scene where Kagura slaps Toru and she tells Rin her whole love confession for Kyo, that chapter doesn't come until a little later, but they moved it forward, and I think it works really well because this whole episode was just about Kyo and Toru and how they're coming to terms with their feelings for each other. And I think putting that chapter in the same vicinity of the scenes where we have the sheet scene works out really well, because obviously the scene where Toru confesses her feelings for Kyo to Rin is going to perfectly coincide with the sheet scene where it's a really tender moment between them. It makes it so that we don't have a Kyoru focused episode in this episode and then go into other parts of the story and other characters and then go back to Kyoru where Toru confesses her feelings about Kyo to Rin. It just makes it so there's not a whole bunch of jumping around and a huge gap between the Kyoru content. So I like how they did that. I understand why they did that, and I like that decision. I can't wait to watch the sheet scene again. It's hard with my reactions because I talk over the episode so much because I have to do commentary and I feel like I miss out on a lot. So I'm really looking forward to rewatching this one again, but like I said, I might cry. I think that's all I have to say. Like, just fantastic episode, and I can't wait to see everyone's reactions, and I'm really excited to talk about it. That last 2 minutes of this episode still has me just on the edge of my seat. I did not expect that. Like, I want to say how dare the anime for catching me off guard with that, because it's anime original content, and it was devastating. And my poor baby Kyo looks terrified because all these memories are coming back to him. Oh, poor thing. I love him so much. I don't want him to be stressed and just traumatized, but we know he is. Okay, I know this is a long video already, but I do want to say one more thing. So lately there's been a lot of speculation that Season 3 will be only 13 episodes. It's just a rumor that's been going around. And I just want to let everyone know, like, I really feel like you should not worry about that because we have not had any official news yet. If it's only going to be 13 episodes or if there's going to be more episodes. So because it's not official news, like, please stop panicking. I hate seeing a lot of people panicking that this season is only going to be one core because we don't know for sure yet. Like, I want everyone to just enjoy the anime as it is and not let the rumor make you panic to where you can't really enjoy the season. So, like, don't worry about it. We don't know for sure yet if it's only going to be 13 episodes, and I personally feel like it won't because I do not see how they'll be able to fit all the manga content in 13 episodes, the rest of the content we have left. So I don't see it happening. I don't think it's going to happen. And I also kind of disagree with a lot of people who are saying this season feels rushed. I think they're handling it so well. What they're doing is just rearranging chapters, which is something they've done before, just to better fit the flow of an anime adaptation. And I think they're making the right decisions. So I personally feel like it's not rushed at all. I'm enjoying this the way it is. And I don't think this episode was rushed whatsoever. I'm like, I don't get a lot of the people who are saying it was rushed. I'm like, this was perfect. This was handled so well. I'm so impressed. And one more piece of good news. I have next Monday off. So that means I'll be able to react to the episode on time. So there's a huge chance that I'll be able to get my reaction to the next episode up on Monday. I'm really going to try to. And yeah, it's awesome. It's like the first Monday during the season so far that I've had off. So I'll get to watch it early. I'm excited, so that's a blessing. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of the episode, and if you liked it, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more anime-related videos and anime reactions. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram if you'd like to. That's basically my Fruits Basket fan page. I'll be talking about this episode a lot more on there, and that link will be in the description box, and I'll be back really soon. Bye!